Good evening, everybody. It is Michelle Vught from michellevught.com, and it is time for your Tuesday evening live Q&A. We are having a bit of issues with the connection and the internet, but we're going to try our best to get to some angel messages this evening, and let us see how far we go, and if we can do a few cards and a few messages for those that are tuning in, and let's see how long we can be on air this evening. So welcome everybody to your Tuesday evening. It's our live Q&A where you can ask a question, where you can ask for a card. We receive amazing messages, and if there's any other questions that has been on your mind that you want to ask this evening, you are most welcome. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hi Cheryl, thank you. You're always with us. Hi Mummy. Hi Jackie. Welcome. Thank you. Hi Debbie. Nice to see you again. What a beautiful reading you have had, and what an amazing evening it is to just share and connect. As always, we form a beautiful community on Facebook, and we can help each other and lift each other up and raise the vibration. So thank you, Jacqueline. I can see that you are here again with your beautiful heart, and I know that the angels always come through for us, and they always seem to help us, and we always receive comfort. As I was preparing yesterday, as you all know, it's our weekend retreat coming up with angels, guides, and masters this weekend. And as I was preparing for the retreat yesterday and just receiving beautiful messages and guidance as to how to go about the program and what to bring, it was just so amazing to know that there's always help. There are so many guides. You've got helper guides, you have got teacher guides, you have career guides and joy guides always standing by to help you. And the question, or the only thing is that we just need to tap into the guidance. We just need to say, hello, here I am, and I really need your guidance this evening. I really need to know what I'm going through. How is this all going to work out for me? And very question that I often get is, but how do I ask? How do I tune in? How can I connect? And how do I know that the guidance I am receiving is really true guidance? What you must never underestimate is who you are. You are true soul. And your higher self, by the mere thought and intention and willingness and integrity, will be tuned in to your guidance system always. And we sometimes just need that few moments of stillness to just connect within and to give the intention towards our higher self and connect and become one with our higher self, and then move into a space of asking your guides, asking your spirit helpers on the other side to bring you clarity. And then often you will get to that place where the guidance, that's why I often call it whispered guidance. The guidance just drops into your heart, and you start getting thoughts and ideas, and then it is to act upon them. So let us just hold on to that this evening, that your higher self will tune in and will connect and will discern and will receive that guidance and drop it into your heart on your behalf. It's just sometimes that the mind gets in the way a little bit, and the mind is beautiful. The mind is beautiful. We can marry it with the heart. The only thing is that doubt and fear that often creeps into the mind. But for claircognizance, the guidance drops into our mind and we can get beautiful thoughts and inspirational ideas. That is what the mind serves us with. So welcome everybody. Let us tune in and receive guidance. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for the compliment. Cynthia, welcome. I'm so glad you are tuning in again. Thank you so much. So we're going to start with the requests for the cards. I'm just going to write it down because sometimes the comments goes too quickly and I miss it. So if I do see a comment, I'm quickly going to write your name down so that I can reply. So if I've missed it, please put it in the comments box again, so that we can try and get to as many cards and readings this evening as possible to try and get to everyone in the time that we have. I'm so glad you're joining us. Thank you, Kenneth. Hi, Paula. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're in a better place. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to the retreat. It's going to be absolutely amazing, Paula. So thank you very much. So let us start off this evening just with a message for the group, for everybody that is tuning in, and then we will proceed. I've got Paula, I've got Jacqueline. Is there anybody else that I've missed? Thank you, Cynthia. I just saw yours coming through. Yolanda, I noticed your name. I noticed you had a question about a job, one that you are applying for. So before we start, let us just draw a message for everybody that is tuning in right now. I'm using my own deck called Whispered Guidance, and our message for the evening is gratitude. How amazing is that? And you know, very often when things go wrong or where we are in a mess or things turn out as what we did not expect it to, then we forget about the gratitude. Isn't that so? I had an experience today with my car and everything going wrong, and I think I'm going to be without a car for a while. And then one forgets to be in gratitude, you know. On the way back home, I asked my guides, show me what the situation is bringing me. Show me what is next for me. This situation has now showed up with my car, and show me what is next for me, and show me which way to go next. What is this showing me? What do I do next? What is my next step? What guidance can you give me with regards to the situation? And you know, that really helped, because very often we look at the problem and we go, what am I going to do now? And we feel hopeless and we feel discouraged. Isn't that so? And then just to step into that higher self for a brief second, for a moment, and to really just go, what is next for me? Not really, why is this happening anymore? Because I know that if there's an ending, there's a beginning. I know that if what must stay, and what will go. So the best way to then receive situations or challenges in your life is to then ask, what is next? What is this showing me? Give me guidance as to how I should proceed with this, or what is the next step for me. And isn't it amazing that gratitude shows up for us? Because gratitude is that magic key. Gratitude makes you think about what else is there that are the blessings. Because sometimes what's going wrong is too big for us to carry. And then if we start looking around at our blessings and what else is there and how far we've come and how amazing the other things in our lives are, it really raises your vibration, and it changes from hopelessness into hope and into courage, into encouragement, and to know that there's a solution. So really, for everybody that is tuning in, hold on to that gratitude. Look around you and look at what is there to say thank you for. What is there to say thank you for? So let us start with our cards. Paula, I know you had a question specifically with regards to your week and how you're feeling. So I'm going to use the Archangel deck, and I'm also receiving a feeling Archangel Gabriel is coming through for you. This is a message for you, Paula, specifically with regards to your question, and it is reminding you about abundance. It's reminding you about creativity, about being creative. It is the Empress from Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Gabriel is always there for us to announce new things, to help us to launch new plans or new ideas, to also help us specifically when there are children issues or when the children are on your mind. So it's really a time for you to act upon the plans you've had. So Paula, I just want to ask you if you had some ideas, if there were certain plans that you had, and to really move into a space where you keep your mind and your heart occupied with creativity. Surround yourself with gratitude, surround yourself with beautiful things. And I'm also really getting a feeling and receiving Archangel Azrael in terms of that comfort that he provides, in terms of those moments where one feels really scared or anxious, when one perhaps also maybe need a little bit of inner harmony. So you can really also ask for Archangel Azrael to help you to feel comforted, to feel guided, to bring that inner harmony. Which are you seeking? And then keep yourself busy. I'm really getting that creative. Is there anything creative? I'm also really getting a feeling about house or redecorating. Or did you have any plans to redecorate or to alterate or something like that? It's a good time for you to do that. Yes, I trust that that message has resonated with you. Please give us feedback on the news feed, and I'm just wishing you lots of blessings. Jacqueline, are you still online? Jacqueline from Ireland, I don't know what the time there is now, but I'm so happy that you tuned in. So I'm going to draw a card for you from our Whispered Guidance deck for Jacqueline. It's so nice to stay in touch many years and I'm so happy that we are staying in touch. Thank you so much for that. What an amazing message. And this message is specifically, are you in the way? And when we receive this message, oh, New Zealand, sorry about that, not Ireland. This message often pops up, you know, when we are guided to let go and let God. Sometimes when we really want to fix a situation, or we want to change a situation, or sometimes we really need guidance on a situation, and we get a little bit impatient as to when that guidance is coming, or when the answer is coming, or when will I get the clear picture. When you do feel like that, it's a good time for you to just stand back. You know, sometimes when we're trying to hold on too tight to either keep something or to make something work, that is when we're in the way. So what I'm really receiving for you is to be clear and be very specific about your intentions, your dreams and desires. And then once you've done that, step back and allow the universe to do its thing. So it's really asking you to have faith, and to ask, and then to step back, and then to just open your divine understanding, open your divine eyes and ears and heart, and just observe for a little bit and move into that heart space. There is a saying that says, when you're out of your mind, you are into experience. So move into the experience of life, move into the flow of life, and step back a bit, like take your hands off the steering wheel a little bit and don't even try and play backseat driving. We all know backseat drivers, yes? So we know that the universe is driving the bus, and we know that the universe is controlling things for us and are really acting on our behalf and are really working behind the scenes to fulfill our requests and answer our prayers. And then we still, sit on the back seat and go, no, turn left here, or no, you're going too fast, or no, you're going too slow. So one thing I've learned personally is that if you allow life to happen and you kind of like trust the process of life, and you know that in trusting the process of life, everything always works out for you, and you hold on to that, and you keep your vision alive. You keep your vision alive of the end result, but for the rest, as you go with it, you just move with the flow and you allow life to happen. So I'm just going to, in addition to that, Jacqueline, just ask for an archangel to specifically be by your side, that when you feel you've got that need to get in the way or to take over, rather than just have a chat. What I also do is just to have a chat with the angels and talk to them and share your fears and share your concerns and tell them what you're observing and ask, what are you to do next? That can keep you busy. And that will allow you to stay out of the way. And I'm also really receiving for you that you just allow life to happen a bit, allow things to unfold. You're holding on too tight. Does that resonate with you? And how amazing is this? Archangel Uriel. His name means the light of God, known to help us with inspired ideas and for those aha moments, and sometimes we really don't know what to do and we just get this idea out of the blue. So Archangel Uriel can help us with that, to bring new ideas, especially if we want to know what next or what direction to take. He can kind of like ignite the mind with inspired ideas. So have conversations with Archangel Uriel. Ask him to help you to know what to do next, and open your mind and move into the experience of life and just allow for the flow of life to happen a bit. I'm going to read you the message. It says, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. And if you're too busy and if you're too much in the way, you're not going to hear your mind. So, yeah, just stand back a little bit. How about some pause there? Cynthia, are you still online? I know that you've also asked for a card. I haven't seen you for a while, my friend. So I'm so glad that you're tuning in and that you are live with us. Cynthia, are you still online? I'm doing a card for you. Also, please know that the live recordings are uploaded to the YouTube channel, so that if you've missed it or you've missed your card, you are welcome to to go to the YouTube channel and just replay the recording. You know, sometimes a message for someone else can resonate so well with you, isn't it? So Cynthia, here is a card for you. Happy to hear the angel guidance with regards to move to California. There's been some exciting things happening for you. That sounds amazing. How much gratitude. Archangel Raguel. Archangel Raguel can help us with specifically regarding legal issues. Perhaps maybe there's a little bit of conflict or confrontation in your life, specifically when it comes to unfair treatment. So Cynthia, I don't know if you feel that you have been treated unfairly, or someone else that you're carrying on your heart is being treated unfairly. So I'm just really receiving that almost like that weight on the heart feeling at the moment, and it's got to do with injustice, something like the underdog, being worried about the underdog, something like that. So really move into a space of balance. And when I always get this feeling, move into your own truth, Cynthia. Move into that place of what is your truth. If you are standing in your truth, just stand tall in that and stand worthy and deserving of light and truth. And if your truth calls you to speak up, then let that be so. When we speak our truth, it's not a matter of what we say, but it is how we say it. And we can speak our truth with love, and we can speak our truth with authority, and we can speak our truth with respect and deservedness. So it's important for you to move into that space of truth. And specifically with regards to the move to California, it does look as if it's leaning very much towards in your favor. So what you need to do is, again, check your truth, check your body, check your heart. It's the barometer of your truth, and follow that truth. If your truth is crystal clear and it's pure, and just a reminder, and the paperwork is in order. I'm also receiving guidance with regards to the paperwork, the fine print. If all of that is clear and your heart feels excited and you've got a light feeling about that, then really then you most probably definitely want to consider that. But a strong message for you to move into your truth, stand in your truth, and speak up. And speak up for those that's heavy on your heart, for you and for someone else. But if you are also going through that little bit of situation at the moment, it will work out well. It will work out well, and the rulings will be made in your favor. Just be in your own truth and stand in your own truth. Yolanda, are you still online? Thank you, Cynthia. Please let us know if this resonates with you. It will be so lovely to hear from you. Yolanda, are you still online? I know that you had a career question. I can't remember specifically what the question was. It's a pleasure, Cynthia. It's so lovely to see you back online. So, Yolanda Daisel, I did see your name right in the beginning. You did ask with regards to a job. So I'm going to just ask for a message for you. I'm wondering how you're going. The first feeling that I'm getting in this moment, Yolanda, is to really just check your feeling. How are you feeling about it? Are you feeling light and free, or are you feeling a bit heavy and uncertain? Also, what I want you to do is also to ask your career guides. So just call on your career guides at this time and ask them a question such like, if I take this job, will it be for my highest good? If I take this job, or if I apply for this job, will it be in my best interest? Will I be happy there? So ask a question like that, and once you've asked, then just sit quiet for a moment, for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, and be completely still and have that intention to check in with your higher self and let your higher self make that connection to your guides at this time, and then notice what thoughts are coming through, notice what feelings are coming through. What I'm getting very strongly for you is notice your feelings. Saw a job advert and want to know, should you apply? So ask your career guide, should you apply? But really what I'm getting for you at this time is, how are you feeling about it? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling light? I know that sometimes when we apply for a job, we do tend to feel fearful because we're in judgment of ourselves, and we think, what if I don't get it? And what if I fail? But don't move into that space. If you imagine the job, and if you imagine what it will be like to be in a position like that, how does that make you feel? And let that become your barometer. So we drew a card for you from Archangel Jophiel. And this card specifically is inviting you to get out a little bit, to go outdoors, to connect in nature a little bit, to relieve your stress so that you can just open your mind. When I received the news about my car today, and I had a beautiful walk with a friend of mine, and it's amazing. The ocean air can clear your mind, the nature spirits can lift you up, and you also grounded. The minute that you walk outside and you bare feet, you grounded a little bit, which will help you to not be as fearful. So yes, you're feeling fearful, so Yolanda, just maybe take a step back, and if you can, go out this evening or watch the beautiful moon, or tomorrow morning first thing you step out into the daylight, you greet the sun, you connect with nature a little bit, so that you can just clear the mind and clear the aura and clear the air, so to speak. And then move into a space and check how are you feeling? And if you're feeling fearful, ask yourself, if I was not feeling fear, what would I do now? If I was not feeling fear, will I apply for this job? And also, what I'm also receiving for you is, imagine yourself in a position like that. Imagine like you see the job advert. Imagine it a little bit. Imagine how it will feel like to be in a job like that. And then check your feelings. Check your feelings. And then if you do apply for it in gratitude. Apply for it with that feeling of, this is going to feel so good to work there. And just ask yourself, if I am not fearful, what will I do now? If I truly love myself and I respect myself, and if I truly feel confident with who I am and what I bring, what will I do now? And step into that. So, the opposite of fear is love. And sometimes the only reason why we are fearful is because we just don't trust ourselves and believe that we are good enough. And what if you then turn that fear into love? Love for yourself, love for how far you've come, love for where life has brought you, love for guidance, love for the blessings in your life, love for the amazing opportunities. So really just move the vibration. Archangel Jophiel helps us to see the silver lining. Archangel Jophiel helps us to see the beauty around us. And you know, when you see the beauty around you, then you become less and less fearful. I'm really receiving a strong feeling for you with regards to that position, but you have to feel it too. You have to turn the vibration around that job. David Butler, are you still online and are you still watching? Haven't seen you for a while. Thank you for tuning in. Wonderful, you can see yourself in that job. So dream on, daydream it. Go outside and breathe the fresh air in and let your vibration become one of love and confidence and worthiness and deservedness. And let that, you know what I'm kind of also seeing is that emerging light. You have to emerge. You have to shine your light. And it's very difficult to shine our light when we feel fearful and when we judge ourselves and when we think we are going to fail before we even started. So and then you'll see how you can apply in a different vibration. Remember, Yolanda, it's about feeling. It's about feeling. So I'm going to see how many cards we can still do. I do notice the signal dropping, so let us see. David, here is a card for you. I know that you had a specific question with regards to possibly a direction or what is next for you. So if I can remember correct, if that is your question, guidance from Archangel Jeremiel. Archangel Jeremiel is the archangel who can assist us with a little bit of a life review, you know. So sometimes we get into that space where we go, where am I now? And what works for me in my life? What will I do differently? And you kind of take stock and you kind of go, what am I to do next? And if you do have that question, a very good place to start is to start where you are with what you have. And the second thing you want to ask yourself is, what do I love? What do I love doing? What would I love to surround myself with? How do I see my life? Because that's where it starts. You have to create an intention and a desire of what it is you wish to do next and how you would love your life to be. And from there, you can manifest it. So this card specifically is reminding you that all is well, that everything is exactly as it should be. I'm going to read it for you. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So trust. A nice call on you to trust this evening, David. Trust that where you are is exactly where you are meant to be, and start creating, start thinking about what it is that you would like to do. And then start where you are with what you have, and trust that once you've asked, the universe is busy sorting everything out in the background. But I'm also just receiving for you, how clear is your picture? What role are you playing in the manifestation? Are you clear? Or do you, perhaps if you do see clarity in terms of what it is, then a good way to start is, if you imagine your ideal life, what will that look like? What do you want to surround yourself with in terms of career, in terms of people, in terms of hobbies, in terms of friendships? And that's a good starting point. Start with your own dreams and your own desires, and then let it work from there. It's amazing when Archangel Jeremiel can help you to actually do a life review. And sometimes what helps us to get clarity is to go, up until this point, what have I learned? Yes? What have I learned? Where am I now? What worked for me? What didn't work for me? And what will I do differently going forward? A very important question for you. What will I do differently going forward? Thank you, David. I trust that resonates with you. Thank you so much, all the beautiful people. Yes, the angel of healing is Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is indeed the divine physician. Archangel Raphael can assist us with physical healing, but also to know specifically, to guide us in terms of connecting a dis-ease to the emotional cause. If you want to know exactly what your body is saying, or if you want to get more clarity in terms of what your body needs and why your body is reacting in a certain way, Archangel Raphael can assist you there. So all you need to do is to ask, to become very aware of the physical body. And you know what we often do for those that has done the 7 weeks, 7 angels journeys? When we work with Archangel Raphael, you are encouraged to take a walk with him. And all that is to take a walk and imagine that Archangel Raphael is walking right beside you, and you kind of like walk and talk, and you share your dis-eases and you share your discomforts. And then you walk a little bit and you actually become silent so that you can listen. And then you become very aware of your physical body. And then if something pops up in your physical body, you can then mentally direct the question to Archangel Raphael and ask, what does this mean for me? What am I to do here? And you will get guidance and insights. And sometimes even, I sometimes even get a taste in my mouth of what I need to eat. Like all of a sudden I feel like beetroot, or all of a sudden I feel like lemon. And that is the guidance that can then also come through for you. So you're welcome to email me, Cheryl, if you would like more information on taking a walk with Archangel Raphael. It is really amazing to do a body scan out in nature with Archangel Raphael. Clayton, you also asked for a question. Are you still online? I'm so glad you're tuning in. If I have missed your name, please put it in the comment section while we still have signal and while we can still continue with this evening's message. Donna, thank you. I see that you were online. Not sure if you still are, but thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Teresa, thank you, Paula. Clayton, here is a card for you. And I am using the Archangel deck this evening. Oh, again, Archangel Jeremiel. How amazing is that? You know, I absolutely love working with Archangel Jeremiel. Again, it's about that life review. It's about taking a few minutes out of your day and go, what works for me? What am I happy about in my life? What are my blessings? And then the second thing is, what doesn't work for me? And what would I like to change? And then the third thing is, what will I do differently going forward? And that just gives you brand new insights. It helps you to start where you are. You know, sometimes we drag the past along with us and we forget to start where we are right now. Right here is a new beginning point. Now, this card is amazing, Clayton. It is the wheel. It is also the number 10. It indicates new beginnings. And it really, this is a card for new beginnings. If there are circumstances or things you have waited for, it's also the end of delays. I'm going to read it for you. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So if you are experiencing change, don't be too anxious about it. It's a wheel, it's turning, and you've turned. And you've turned into the positive direction. So whatever is happening now, don't see it as negative. Don't see it as moving into lack or something going wrong. It's actually going right. The wheel has turned, so to speak. So it's really moving into a positive direction for you, and it's new beginnings. And you know, always for new beginnings to happen, there has to be endings. So every ending brings a new beginning. And the law of flow says when something moves, there's always something that moves in its place. So it's a continuous movement. It's a continuous flow. Thank you, Clayton. Please tell us if that resonates with you this evening. Very exciting. Leah, feeling a bit stuck career-wise, you work for yourself and wondering if you should rather go back to employment. Leah, the first question that you have to ask yourself is, what is it that you want to do? What do you really, really want? You know, when something is in resistance, it doesn't move. But when something is in the flow, that's when it moves. And very often, as we just said, that sometimes even the flow for us doesn't look right. But we have to go with it. We have to go with the stream. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what is it that you really, really want? What is it that you really want to do? And if you really, really want to go back to employment, you see, because it's all about vibration and it's about how you feeling about things. That's the most important. Once you step into that feeling of, yes, that's what I want. Yes, that's what I want to do. Then the manifestation and the flow will work in accordance with that. So I'm going to draw a card for you. Don't know if we are... I am experiencing signal drops on this side. So Leah, this is the last one that we'll do for this evening. Let us just receive guidance for you. This is amazing. I am also getting the feeling, Leah, that do not give up. Do not lose hope. It does feel as if that you are strong. You are very strong. You are trying to manage everything. But also don't be too hard on yourself. Also maybe just step back a little bit before you make the decision. Just ask yourself, am I being too hard on myself? Am I being too hard on those around me? And move a little bit. Also what I'm receiving for you is also check whether you're asking for help. It feels like there's a lot of support around you. Are you open to receiving help? Are you open to receiving that support that's all around you right now? I'm really getting the vibration of you've asked. There's a lot of support, but it's just something holding you back of not really seeing what is around you. I don't know if that makes sense. The message you've got this evening is from Archangel Ariel, and it's a double one, and it's about strength. And just look at that beautiful card, Archangel Ariel with the lion. You've got the courage, yes? Archangel Ariel assists us with our material resources. So if you really need material resources, please ask Archangel Ariel to assist at this time. Your true nature is abundance. Your true nature is to step into an abundant life. And that is your birthright. And that is why the first question you have to ask yourself is, what do I really want to do? What would I really, really love? And to know that you can move into that space and then to work from that foundation. Otherwise, we make decisions in resentment, we make decisions in despair, and we make decisions in lack, and then we kind of like get that cycle going instead of the love, abundant, joyful cycle. And when it doesn't seem abundant around you, that is when you want to take the hand of Archangel Ariel, invite her into your life, invite her into your business, and then move in that energy of having the courage. Now, sometimes we are strong, and we know, sometimes we are strong because we always think that we have to sort everything out and that we have to take care of it. But I'm also really just receiving for you to be a little bit kinder towards yourself and to really also reflect on yourself with loving kindness and with compassion and with forgiveness. I'm really receiving that you being very hard on yourself, and perhaps maybe pushing yourself too hard, and also with regards to regrets and decisions and choices you have made, that you don't really want to have regrets again. So it just feels like you're taking it all on yourself and you're blaming yourself, and really for you to just step back a little bit, breathe, receive help. Receive the help, the guidance, and the support, and know that you are not alone. You are truly not alone. And if you open up yourself to the guidance and support, and you work with that compassion and kindness and forgiveness, first towards yourself and then everybody around you, you will come through this. It's been a traumatic year. I'm so glad. So really, Archangel Ariel really does assist us, has assisted me many times when I needed material resources, when I needed money, when I needed a reminder of my birthright. So there's so much Spirit's help around you right now. Tap into that, hang on to them, and that will really guide you at this time. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been an amazing evening to connect with you. I am glad that our signal hasn't let us down too much this evening. Thank you so much. And our Angel Thursdays have started again in Melkbos Strand. Every second Thursday starting this week, we are having our group readings. We call it Angel Thursdays, and the same that is happening live online is happening in circle every second Thursday. And we're starting it again this week, just before our retreat this weekend. Please know that there's always guidance. There is always support. You are so, so loved, and tap into that. And when you don't know how to tap into that, ask, pop me an email, send a message, but don't feel alone and don't feel hopeless, because there is so much love and abundance for us, and a blessing from the universe for us to have the most amazing experience on this earth. Thank you, everybody. I quickly just want to do Teresa. Teresa, are you still online? I saw your name here. We still have a signal. Teresa, are you still online? If not, please remember this video is uploaded to our YouTube channel, and you are welcome to again listen to the messages afterwards.